What is up, guys, and welcome back once again to another episode of the F125 My Team Career Mode. We're here for episode number 9 then of the Ebby GP journey. Off the back of a pretty good result out in Austria, but I'm sure that's not the first question you're asking. You're probably wondering, what the hell is this in the bottom left of my screen? Well, your boy spent a little bit too much time trying to stay indoors and edit videos and try and produce content for your enjoyment, and as a result he slid a little bit too far down the slope, and yeah, well, your boy's now a VTuber basically. It's something I figured it was the best medium to represent me. Right? I don't want to put my face on camera, but at the same time I wanted something for you guys to interact with. So this is basically the way the channel's going from now on. I cue the mass exodus from the viewership, right? But yeah, I mean, in terms of last race, yeah, a very, very good round. The team's first ever podium, thanks to a very conveniently timed safety car, shall we say. And yeah, the team's still obviously running high. And yeah, we're pretty much going straight from Austria to the UK, right? It is time for our own home Grand Prix. Moving into this round then, obviously we've got Juan Manuel Correa after that podium in P8 in the championship with 27 points, and Zach O'Sullivan following up with 12 in P12, conveniently enough, and the team in P5 in the standings. So the team in its inaugural season looking very, very good. Speaking of looking very, very good, we did make an attempt for our own home Grand Prix to come up with some sort of like one-off livery. This is what you see ahead of you. I'll be honest, hindsight being 2020, it's not my finest work. I was kind of going for some sort of like Union flag sort of motif. It really didn't work out, but that is what the car is going to look like for its first time round at Silverstone. On to more serious matters then. We have talks with Zane Maloney and Paul Aaron, two drivers that we've been sort of courting to maybe join the team next season. And yeah, we're gonna see exactly what it is they expect from the team. So you see, obviously, with Zane Maloney, he's looking at P7 in the vehicle performance, fan rating of 3, and an annual salary of around about 2 mil. Fairly reasonable terms, especially for someone coming in from F2. So we'll keep him in mind in the future, and we're gonna have a look at what Paul Aaron wants as well, obviously. And again, fairly similar. He wants about 500 grand more than Zane Maloney. So we'll have to see if he's worth it. But again, we're going to keep him in mind. All right, we're just putting the feelers out at the minute. We've not necessarily got much against our current drivers. But this is F1, right? We've got to make sure that we're keeping things up to. We're constantly keeping progress in our sights. You see there, speaking of progress, obviously we've got some wheel rim covers that have failed development. We're going to have to set them going again before we look ahead towards the next Grand Prix. And as I said, it is Silverstone. We're going to take Zach O'Sullivan ready for his home Grand Prix. And it's going to be a bit of a wet affair in qualifying, but dry, more importantly, in the race. So, exciting times. We are going to be taking a bit of a penalty here. We've realised that we're going to need more power components here. And on a track that I feel strong at, we're going to take it here just to minimise the penalty. We're also going to be upping the difficulty 105 after the penalty last round.
It might not be race day yet, but you wouldn't know it from looking at the stands. The fans are out in force. It's practice time here at Silverstone.
Yeah, baby, let's go. Honestly, this is probably my favourite track on the circuit. It's not the one I'm the best at. There's some weird stuff like with me. It's a bit weird. There's certain tracks that I'm really, really quick at, but they're not ones that I enjoy as much as Silverstone. I don't know what it is about Silverstone. It's just so much more fun to drive, I find. So let's slap a set of hard tyres on this and drive on out. I'm hoping we get a good time of it. We are taking a grid penalty this race, so we are going to be starting at the back. Yeah, no, this setup is comfy. The tweaks we've made are obviously only really for the MyTeam side of things, but this setup just works beautifully. I'm not really struggling to control the car through any of the corners. I reckon we're going to have good pace this race.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Oh, cheers, Mark. Good tyre wear. We're going to take care of that. We seem to be really good on our tyres this game. I like it. It seems the smoother inputs are paying off. Let's start with the tyre management.
There'll be a lack of rubber out on track, so take it easy for the first couple of laps.
Alright, let's see if we can do a bit better. There we go.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Nice and easy. Right, so we need to go ahead and do this. And let's drive out.
Okay, track's green right now, so take a few laps to get the tyres up to temp and get yourself in the zone.
And let's figure out just what we can do in quali. This is going to be completely redundant, by the way, because we're going to be qualifying on a wet track, so you know, there's no benefit here.
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
On 28.9, not amazing, but not the worst. Yeah, we were very slow through a few key corners there. We had a bad run through Maggots and Beckett's, the S's, and through Stowe as well, the fast right-hander at the end of the back straight. So that's to be expected. Let's go ahead and take some new power units. There is a penalty, that's fine. So we're going to keep that on the car, and then we're going to stick the new gearbox in. Okay, right. Happy days. Let's fast forward.
What an incredible practice session that was. But the fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest of the weekend unfolds.
Look at that, man. 3 Brits in the top 5. Oh, God, it is hammering it down.
A venue that was built for speed. Once an airfield, now one of the finest racetracks in the world. It's qualifying day here at Silverstone for the British Grand Prix.
God. It is hammering it down. 91% coverage, but in 10 minutes it goes to light rain. So I might wait and just stick a lap out on Inters right at the end. So let's go ahead and drive on out. Okay, here we go. Purple sector 1, but we will have just lost a lot of time going deep there. P2. All right, boys, let's go. That's going to change. That is absolutely going to change. We are going to chill out and go around again in a second, but everyone else is out of the garage at the minute, so we're not going to get a freebie on anyone else just yet. No, I think it's going to be whoever crosses the line last is going to come away quicker here. Let's go. So much time gained there because we didn't go deep into Brooklands. Over a second gained. Monumental improvements. And I think we're about to throw it all the way through this sector. We keep most of it.
We've been pushed down to P22.
.6 seconds, where do we end up? Still last! What? We got it a bit wrong through Maggots and Beckett's. How far off the pace were we? Christ alive. Jesus! Nah, surely not.
Welcome everyone as you join us at a former Second World War aircraft base, now converted into one of the great motor racing tracks. Britain is one of only 2 countries to have held a Grand Prix in every year of the Formula One World Championship, and long may that continue. This is Silverstone, and this is the British Grand Prix. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season, with 18 corners in the current layout. With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and of Copse flat out. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Hamilton, Yuki Tsunoda, and Piastri, Russell, Ocon, Fernando Alonso, and Ollie Behrman, Albon, Sainz, Gabriel Bortoleto, and Gasly, Correa, Stroll, Jack Doohan, and Isaac Hadjar, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Antonelli, and Zach O'Sullivan rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, a man who I always look up to, which is easier said than done, Anthony Davidson. Now, we had great fun watching them win last time out. What a great victory it was. But can they carry that into today's race?
It's the important one, isn't it, Crofty? You've done it once, can you do it again? But, you know, if you start believing in yourself and the confidence starts to build, that inner confidence is what you need. And you can carry that through to future races, including this one, and you set that ball rolling. That's the critical thing that they're looking for here. And I believe if you've got that first race win or a win at any stage, it can start to roll with you in a good way.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
All right, then. Here we are on the grid. It must have dried up after Q1, you know, because pole time of 1:26. That is not a wet time. It's a very, very long pit stop here. One of the longest on the calendar because it's just so slow in that pit lane. We know 50 kilos of fuel will get us to the end and then some. I think the one stop on the softs, if we have an absolute mare of it in lap 1, we can always switch to a 2-stop. Mostly softs and mediums, okay, with a couple of hard runners mixed in there. I kind of want to do what the rest of the grid doesn't. We have a lot of ground to make up here. Let's go for this. It's not awful. It's not awful. It's only 2 seconds slower, according to the strategy predicto. But I think it's the way to go. If we play our cards right, we may be able to get some positions. I need to give the rest of the field a bit of space so we can push the car and through Maggots and Beckett's. So that's where we're going to get a lot of the heat.
No threat of rain for the time being. Conditions look good.
We're just going to have to struggle off the start. I don't want to take too much life out of them trying to rag the car around, getting some heat into it. Here we go. Silverstone from the back of the grid. How many places can we make up? Great start there. A little bit of contact, but we make it work. There's our teammate. Might just have to tuck in a little bit behind Stroll. We need these tyres to warm up, man. We'll try to see if we can cheese it around the outside, but it's not happening. And that's Hadjar trying to sneak it up the inside of Woodcut. Luckily, we were able to react to that because we didn't use too much battery. We do drop off a little bit there, but we do now start to get some heat into these tyres. Hopefully next lap we are able to push, but we need to push now to get back into DRS of Stroll. That DRS is what's going to help us out.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled.
Dump the battery. Okay, we're good. We get DRS. Alright, we've got heat in the tyres. This is good. We can start to push. So we're going to be vulnerable here. And a warning as well. Just for good measure. We're not going to burn here. We're going to let Hadjar do his thing. Absolutely parks it on the apex there as well.
Come on, you can win that place back.
I mean, we are going to be getting absolutely swamped in the early stages of this race, so I'm not too concerned. Because these cars will come back to us once their tyres start dropping off. Here we go. Nicely done round into Stowe.
Good job.
I mean, we get pushed out wide by Kimi there. We shouldn't have had a warning. We'll take it, though. This dirty air is damaging our pace. This could be the move now. All right, we got it, guys. We're gonna have a bit of cool air to cool the engine down with now, so we should get a bit more straight line speed. But the offset is obviously we don't have any DRS to help us out. We're kind of helping our teammates out here a little bit as well by dragging him forward with DRS. Which is kind of what we want, because we're basically giving him extra pace when his car's going to be at the slowest it will for the whole race. Right, there are cars pitting.
The car in front, 12.7 seconds.
Including Piastri, so some of the front runners now are starting to box. Oh, okay. Yellow's behind, I think. Oh! Okay. Oh, don't do it, guys. thought they'd driven into each other off the track. So that's wild. That's peak. that's PKI right there, right? Okay. So you see what's happened here. Hadjar in the white RB on the left obviously wants to stay out. He's being pushed to the right by Antonelli, who is boxing. they just steer into each other. Good God, man. Toto Wolff must be absolutely smashing up his headset. Who's this ahead of us right here? Norris. Okay, we may be able to get DRS off him. We do. That's DRS, baby. Give it to me! So these are the front runners. We aren't even remotely racing these guys. But if I can use them to pull me along a little bit, why the hell not? Max is going to fly right by when we get onto the hangar straight. Not even going to burn to yeah, I'm not even burning to try and fight it. In fact, I'm even going to stick it in none. There we go. Alright, Stroll and Bortoletto in. That's Hamilton. Yellows. Looks like it's got fixed. Liam Lawson out of the session then.
Green flag.
I wonder what's happened there. Now I suspect these front runners that have boxed are going to go through to the end. Oh, that's Behrman up ahead in the pits.
We're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs.
And Alonso, okay. These guys are on hards, so if we box with about, I want to say 8 laps to spare onto softs, we should be up to like 3 seconds a lap quicker than these guys. Remember, we started at the back, so anything we gain is a profit here. Well, that's Tsunoda behind us. Again, we're going to stick her in none. And let him swing right on by. And we should get the DRS now. We know we're not fighting him even remotely. But this DRS will make all the difference to the people we are fighting.
Be aware the car behind has newer tyres. Car behind on newer tyres. You know what to do.
Everyone has newer tyres.
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
We're boxing at least next lap. Maybe the lap after. Oh, big slide there from Tsunoda. We are setting PBs at the minute, though.
Pit now, pit now.
Once we drop out of DRS, that's when we're going to... yeah, that's when we're going to box. And I think that's going to be this lap. Nine laps on the softs is a bit of an ask, but we're going to be lighter on fuel, and I think we are going to be able to do it, you know. All right, here we go. Into the box. Very slow into the pit lane there, but I had no reference point. We should be so much faster than those around us when we come out of the pits.
mate,
go.
that's it. Go, go, go. Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted with that.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Look after these tyres now. You want to finish the race on this compound.
Ah, P18, slow on the stop. Got to use the grip while we have it because it is going to drop off fast.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 2.1 seconds.
All right, 2.1 to our teammate. Let's close that. Of course he fights it. Whoa, okay there. Right, we make the move, but he made it more difficult than he needed to. We need to be gaining on these guys faster if we're going to make any kind of move on them. Yeah, we're not. Oh, yellows.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 3.0 seconds.
That's a Red Bull. Come on, please bring out a safety car. Whoa. That's Verstappen. Holy crap. Yeah, tyres have seen their best. We're not going to be making any more progress, sadly. P16 is about the best we can hope. Well, P15 now that Verstappen's out, but yeah, that is about as far as we're going to go in this race. I can see them. I just can't do anything about it. There's only 2 more laps after this. Unless they start going side by side with each other, which they're not. They're being very well behaved right now. I'm not going to catch them in time. We are still faster than them. We are still faster than them, though. That's the annoying thing. Realistically, we need to be about 2 seconds a lap faster than them if we were going to make a move. Well, maybe about 8/10.
Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
We show we can make the one-stop work here. Because we did start at the back of the grid and we are in P15 now. But, yeah, sadly, we got held up a little bit too much by some of the AI, including our own teammates earlier on in the race, to really make too much of an impact. Would have started further up the order, maybe, but that wet qualifying really set us on the back foot. Still, not a bad result, considering. And yeah, this is only the first season, remember, guys. We still got plenty of progress to make. Finished 5 seconds clear of our teammate. There's going to be a P15-16, so it shows progress for the team as a whole. We are on a harder difficulty as well, remember. So there's a lot of positives to take away from this one. Oh, don't lose it now. Don't lose it now. All right, we cross the line. P15.
All right, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That was getting a bit sweaty towards the end when I was trying to push on the softs. We get driver of the day as well. Oh, nicely done. I think
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory. He wins.
Well, another race victory today, and you can clearly see they're starting to believe in themselves more and more. You get to a stage, Crofty, where you become very hard to beat as a driver when you keep putting in performances like this one.
From lights out to the checkered flag, this is what they're racing for. It's points and a trip to the podium. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top.
All right, well, GG to Charles there, beating out the two Brits for Norris and Hamilton to the win. I don't know how badly Max Verstappen fell off in the whole fight after he retired, but yeah, Charles Leclerc is running away with this title at the moment. He is just getting win on win on win.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action, but with more races lined up. Be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Well, there you go. You see, yeah, Charles Leclerc winning the race. Lando Norris, oh Jesus, all three Brits behind him. Zach O'Sullivan was never really going to be in that sort of mix. But we go from P22 to P15. Good recovery, I'd say. 56 seconds off the leaders. So even with the, 30 seconds that we took to pit, yeah, it was never going to be a strong result for us, I think. Stronger than what I was thinking at one point, but yeah, pretty good. Liam Lawson out of the race then. Don't know what happened there with him. Nico Hulkenberg made the two-stop. He was the only two-stopper. I don't know if a two-stop would have been quicker. I don't think it would have been quicker. The AI all did one-stops. That pit lane is very, very slow. It's not one that you want to be going through too many times. So I think, honestly, it was just a pace issue. But that's part of this track. It's a power track. The AI are always going to be strong. And yeah, we have up the difficulty as well. 8/10 off the fastest lap then. You know what, I'll take that for what stage of the career mode we are in. See, there you go then. Bit of a challenging round, I'm not going to lie. The car maybe just not suited to the track. Very high power circuit. I will say at the time of recording this episode, this is like sort of mid 25, I want to say 25. I was still working off F1 24 setups. So we were probably running much, much higher wing than what we should have been doing. And that definitely contributed to the poor result. But sadly, yeah, a bit of a disappointing showing in our home Grand Prix. Zach O'Sullivan, needless to say, fairly disappointed with his performance as well. But we do march forward, all right? There are positives to take away from this. That being said, another positive is the fact that we are beating our rival, Haas, by a few points, and we do also increase our fan sentiment. But yeah, that is, well, we're going to have to leave everything else for future episodes, guys. So, yeah, that is the end of the episode. So thank you guys for watching, as always, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.